Hello friends, welcome back. In this lecture, I am going to talk about unit number 6 and this is lecture number 1. In unit 6, syllabus contents are first, what are the different types of bridge bearing, expansion joints, forces on bearings, types of bearings, then design of unreinforced elastomeric bearing and expansion joint. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about what are the types of bearing, forces acting over bearings. For bearings, IRC 83 1982 you may use for your reference. IRC 83 for design considerations and other clauses. Bearings. Bearings are nothing but structural equipment or devices or which is a part of the bridge which is in between substructure and superstructure, which transfers the applied load, the load including earthquake load, wind load, traffic load, its self-weight and self-weight due to superstructure. Bridge bearings also makes rooms for relative movement between superstructure and substructure, that is rotational movement and translational movement in horizontal and transfer direction. Means it act as a device which facilitate the rotational movement and translation movement due to various types of loads. Generally, bearings are divided into two major categories, namely fixed bearings and expansion bearings. Expansion bearing permits both translational and rotational movements, but fixed bearings only allows rotational and in a limited amount translational movements. Now this is one image of bearings. See, these are situated below superstructure and above substructure. Now various types of forces that are acting over bearings. Self weight of superstructure. Superstructure depending upon the its type. Okay, cable strayed, RCC girder, steel girder, anything. Second, self weight of bearings. Its self weight. Then traffic loads, vehicular loads. We have seen in IRC classification what are the loads that are we have to consider for designing the bridges, that is class AA loading, class A loading, class B loading, class 70R loading as per IRC 6. Next is wind load and earthquake load. These are the loads that we have to consider for the design of bearings. Earthquake load, we have seen a design of bearing in earthquake engineering subject in last semester, in which we have designed one elastomeric bearing. That example also I am going to discuss in some lectures onwards. Bearings, again bearings, we have seen these are the forces, but apart from these forces there are some movements, okay, that are generated in bridge structure which these bearings are capable to withstand. First is translational movements, which are the displacements in vertical and horizontal direction, and that are occurring due to in plane or out of plane forces like its self weight or wind force. Okay. Second one is rotational movements. These are generally caused due to movements. Okay, these are caused due to movements. Then Longitudinal movements may occur due to temperature variation. Rotation at support occurs due to deflection of girder due to loading. Movements also occur due to shrinkage and creep of concrete. I think you know what is shrinkage and creep. These are time dependent phenomenon of concrete. Next is pre-stressing. In case of pre-stressed girder, it causes longitudinal movements. So we have seen what is translational movements, rotational movements, and the later four are the causes for this type of movements. Now next is types of bearings. There are two major types, that is fixed bearings and expansion bearings. Fixed bearings allows rotation but prevent translational movements. Expansion bearings, they allow both rotational and translational movement. See, bearings in case of major bridges, means the bridges having long span, their cost range in the range means their costs, they cost in a range of 10 to 15% of total cost of bridge. Okay, means we have to strictly consider the forces and design of bearings in case of major bridges. One another point, generally the end supports consist of fixed bearings in case of multiple span bridges, and intermediate support there will be provision of expansion bearings. It may vary depending upon the type of bridge. Next is various types of bearings depending upon their parent classification. In fixed bearing, there are mainly two types, steel rocker bearings and RC hinge rocker bearing. And in expansion bearing, sliding plate bearing, sliding cum roller bearing, steel roller cum rocker bearing, RC rocker cum roller bearing, and last one is elastomeric bearing. So in this lecture we have briefly studied various forces acting over bearings, various types of bearings, and various types of movements and factors causing that movements in bearings. So these are some of the references that you may use for your study purpose. Various books, website, and IRC. IRC 83. This IRC 83 is used for design of bearings. Thank you for listening. If you have any doubt, you can write in comment. And please remember one important point, that IRC 83 is used for design of bearings. This type of questions will be asked for competitive exams. It may be MPSC, MES, or WRD exam, PWD exam, GATE exam, or any other competitive exam. So again, thank you.